I want to go home, but I still kind of want to foil, is basically what I did during the entire Newport Regatta, because the chop was just vicious, which is I sail downwind, I sail pretty low, and I always make sure to have leeward heel on. And I basically determined, if I come down, I want to touch down on my leeward hull. And you actually can sail this super low mode, flying a hull with your leeward hull touched down sort of as a kickstand or training wheel to prop you up and sort of just plane that hull along going downwind. And it's not as fast as properly foiling.
It's way faster than the guy who was chasing.
It's way faster than the guy who capsizes 6 times every downwind leg. So I basically, my first downwind leg, I had a pretty decent lead at the windward bark. Well, once the breeze came up. The first race I was way behind at the windward bark. Made it up at the end. But the second race, the breeze had come up. And also because the breeze came up really quickly, I had too much lift on my foils. I did not want to stop in the middle of the race and start adjusting my controls. And you can get away with basically having the boat way too hopped up when you're going upwind. When you turn to go downwind, if the boat is way too hopped up, powered up, too much lift on the foils, it's way, way, way more difficult to control downwind. And so what I did to basically survive the downwind leg was I just sort of propped myself on that leeward hull. And sometimes I'd come up and take windward heel and reach, but I was always sort of, when I started to try and go low, I basically accepted the fact that, like, if anything gets sketchy, I'm going to drop off the foils onto this one leeward hull. That's going to be my get out of jail free card. I did not try and keep the boat foiling all the time, because I realized if I tried to stay foiling high, I was just going to get chucked by a wave. It's like ease, let the boat go lower, get myself some control, plant that leeward hull in the water, and sort of cruise along on that. And that was go home safe mode.
The second option is to pull 18 inches of ride height out of the wand and really turn the wave.
Pull the height off the wand.
Yeah, take down your ride height to like just flying 6 inches off the water, because you still want to get clear of those waves anyways.
Yeah.
And skitter along with some decent amount of wave encounter going on with leeward heel, like a conventional catamaran, and you'll get where you need to go.
Yep.
Don't try and take all the ride height off, because if you're in some sort of ridiculous wave state, the boat is 9 feet long.
Yeah.
So you're inside any wave you're in the bottom.
That's right.
And you're stuck front and back in it, and it's not pretty. So you want to have speed on, and you want to have flail lift going on, just to sort of keep you skipping along.
Yeah, so that's, we've talked, so the first thing I should have said is the way to make the boat easier to sail is always to reduce ride height. Hold the wand up. However, there is a point at which pulling the wand up makes the boat harder to sail. The boat does not have enough lift forward without the mainfoil. So you want to have the mainfoil engaged, and so you want to have at least 6 or 8 inches of wand. And when the boat's just static and the wand's sticking down in the water, you want at least 6 or 8 inches of wand into the water, so that you just get lift, not necessarily to make the boat foil, but to make the boat not drive into waves when you're going downwind. So, assuming you sort of have your overall angle of attack on your foil set up properly for the breeze conditions, if you pull a lot, but not all of the ride height out of the wand, you'll get the boat either foiling very low or not foiling at all. And if you really don't want it to foil at all, just keep dialing angle of attack off the rudder until the rudder never lifts out of the water. And you want some lift in the bow of the boat so that you don't dig into the back of waves when you're trying to go downwind. But you basically never want to build up a ton of speed and then actually get foiling. You can just take lift out of the rudder so the stern skids along. Now, if you're doing that, you should probably be all the way forward on the main foil pin. Like, if you really don't want the boat to foil, you just want to get home, you should have progressively already reduced all the angle of attack off your rudder and your main foil. Then you still want some wand in the water, so that flap will put on positive angle of attack and stop you from digging into waves. And you just dial off the rudder, so when the boat does try and lift up out of the water, the rudder stays planted and you skid along on the sterns. And you'll sort of, you can sort of do this skidding along on the sterns downwind.
As a matter of fact, if you're in some sort of really horrific situation, I was in Duxbury, which is a really weird tidal area. It had cranked up to 22 knots, and we had to make a downwind landing into a portion in very shallow water with a lot of 420s around. What I did in that situation was to hold the foil up. This is only in a flat water situation. This is a different, we're talking about getting home, not foiling, especially downwind. This is flat water, but heavy air. I took off all rig tension and turned the rig into a completely
Into a what?
A total neutral. Deactivate the rig as much as possible. Decrease rig tension. Furthermore, with the shrouds completely slack, you can pull the mainfoil up out of the boat, clip it up into position, and the shrouds won't interfere, and you can do whatever the hell you want. I put the rudder foil on negative to kick the bows up, so I used the rudder to actually pull the stern down, kick the bow up, and hiked out the back of the boat. And the boat planed along like mad downwind, dead downwind, straight home. That is another, like, I actually had tried doing that earlier. Prototype number 2 in early 2016. I was trying to outrun a thunderstorm and the Mainfoil had broken, and I figured out how to do that earlier. So that's another, like, just escape mode if you have to do that.
Yeah, and that is an escape mode only if there are no waves.
Yes.
If you have waves, you want to keep your mainfoil in the water for as long as possible. Obviously, coming into the beach, you got to take your mainfoil off. The next sort of safety thing to talk about